complaints as always. All right, so now let's get to our final conversation this morning, please. And it has to do with a question I asked you a few days ago. I think it was on Monday. Yes, I did tell you that we will have this conversation before this week is over. Now, it's all about privacy. It's all about knowledge, information. In fact, there's a poll out. Get onto X, all right, at Nigeriainfo, PH, at Nigeriainfo, PH, to join the conversation. You could see the poll out. So we basically asked, do you need to know, or rather, how much do you need to know about your partners, past or present, or maybe, particularly past and present? How much do you need to know? Now, when I asked this question on that day, I was basically of the mind to get some information because, we talk about, people trying to cement their friendships, their relationships, whether their mom, their dads, their cousins, uncles, or their significant other. But what if I was to tell you that there are some scientists who believe that whilst sharing things with your spouse is essential for your closeness, your intimacy, right? But there is such a thing as relationship privacy. That is a right for you as a man married to have your own privacy. There are certain things you may choose to not share with your wife or with your children. And the same goes to the woman. The same can be said too of our grandfathers. There's so many things I'm very sure that I don't know about my grandfather. He lived a long life. I'm very sure that I would live a long life. Status paribus. And I'm sure that there's certain things I probably have forgotten that maybe I can't even tell my children or my grandchildren. But where do we draw the line? How much do you need to know? You see, this conversation is hinged on where people have a problem between secrets and privacy in a relationship. A lot of times, secrets often come across as being dishonest. Private issues, right, would be seen as not dishonest. I just don't want to tell you. I'm not telling you because I don't want you to leave me. I'm just not telling you because I don't feel comfortable telling you. Secrets tend to violate trust. Those of you who are listening to us who have one or two, in Chaka somewhere. You have Tinuke somewhere in D-Line. Then you now have Rosemary, in Abonima. Then you now have, very interestingly, you now have, a certain, Abigail who is in GRA. These three different women have no idea of each other's existence. That's a secret. You violate their trust. They all trust you. Secrets usually mislead. Privacy, private things, involve people that just want to be alone, right? So, how much information should you really give your partner? Finally, just before I open the phone lines, I have you join the conversation. A story that some of you probably have heard years ago of a truck driver, prolific, was making a lot of money. A lot of people see those tanker drivers say they don't have money. My brother, they have money. And then for his business, he could spend 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month plus away from his home and family in Lagos. Now, he died after being involved in an accident. It was when his corpse was being identified, and then the family, his immediate family, were in the process of trying to figure out where to bury him and know the burial rights, that another family up north surfaced and laid claim to this man's corpse. So this man up north had another wife and about 2 or 3 children up north. Down south, he had another wife and 2 or 3 children. Both women had no idea of the other's existence. Ladies and gentlemen, must you know everything about your partner?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. All right, WhatsApp once again is 08090306416, 08090306416, 08090306416. As always, please, when you call in, please do well, turn down the volume of your radio set, all right, so we can have you being heard clearly and we can enjoy your conversation. Now, we put up a poll about 2 hours ago, all right? And we asked, how much should you know about a relative or a friend's past? Now, 18% of our correspondents say everything, that you should know everything about somebody's past, whether it's your husband's past, your wife's past, your son, your daughter. Some of you don't know what your children are doing right now. Do you need to know everything? 18%, 18.2 to be exact, say yes. Now, 9.1% of you say some things, right? A whopping 45.5% of our correspondents say most things. And then 27% say forget about the past. We don't need to know. 92.3, hello Port Harcourt. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Moses from Sabama.
Welcome, Moses. Go on, please.
Yeah, thank you. As for me, I would say if my partner should know anything or I should know anything about our past or my past, should be average, not all.
Why? Why don't you want her to know all?
Past is past.
But
Look at the future.
Okay.
If you keep looking backward, you will not be able to move forward. That's just my own.
But what if the past can affect you moving forward? What if you...
There's nothing that will affect a person concerning his past.
Really?
Except,
Really? So if somebody used to drink, and the liver has now spots, is it not going to affect their future?
You say what?
If somebody used to abuse alcohol, used to drink morning, afternoon, night, come out from class, you're drinking, you now want to get married, and the doctor tells you your liver is damaged, is that not affecting his future? Why shouldn't I know that you used to be a drunk?
Okay, look, let me tell you. If that's the case, do you know that in let me say, in other way, you can be, you can have a sickness without doing anything or being a drunkard, or there's a sickness that comes naturally without you doing anything at all, or even unknowing to you. So for me, I would say the past is past. If it affects the liver or whatever, just fast to go for treatment. That's just it.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So just go for treatment. All right, WhatsApp 009-030-6416. And this one says, good morning. This is a very difficult scenario. What exactly is private and what exactly is secret? Particularly for marriages, is there anything that should be secret between a man and a woman? I don't know. That's a difficult question to ask and answer. Those of you who are married, who are listening to us right now, as a family, should anything be a secret between you and your husband, particularly from your past? Is there anything that you would not want him to know about you? Is there anything about you that you did, maybe when you were in year 3 in Uniport, maybe you went to the swimming pool or something happened? Is there anything that you wouldn't want your wife to know that you did? And then once again, can people tell the difference between a secret and something that is private? what exactly should be disclosed? By 2.3, hello Port Harcourt. Good morning to you, please.
Hi, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Muriel from Africa.
Welcome, Muriel.
Jude, the last time we talked about if we want to know our partner's past, and I said no, I don't want to. Now, there's something about, for me, there are things I've seen. I've been in marriage for some time. A person that is too inquisitive, you want to know. Trust me, you can't marry. The marriage, it can't work. It can't work. You just want to know. Hey, if they have to hurry along, they have to tell you this before you do that. Oh, before you give this, I should know. Before you do, I should just know. It can't. Marriage cannot work. Honestly. Just want to know everything about the past, the future, what you want to do. We have to come together. I know, if your husband, we are raised in different backgrounds.
Fair enough.
There are sometimes that circumstances, even a person that is a drunkard. Did you know how he was raised? A man that was a drunkard. How he was raised? Do you know his family? The kind of torment, the kind of torture, the kind of family, maybe a very dysfunctional family that he has to come to alcohol. And sometimes, some people started drinking from childhood. Trust me. And sometimes it's not really their fault. They don't even know that these habits are bad. And people want to even forget their past. Why do you want to
bring it up?
You bring it up, you take them to their past.
Yeah, but once again, Muriel, people say that yes, you did something and you were immature, but that thing that you did could also have a problem or a challenge with your current relationship or your prospective relationship. You can't run away from it.
See, there is something about marriage. See, it's not a template. It's a book. People reading so many books. You read, do like this. When the man wakes up in the morning and he shouts at you, okay, keep quiet. Then all those things. No. It's not like that. It's just marriage is if you learn the job. That is what marriage is.
Oh, I like that. You learn on the job.
What about a woman that has done so many abortions? I know what, and the man, okay, maybe she has done so many, and there are some women that are even married without womb. Do you know? It's happening, and they didn't tell their partners.
So okay. So now, Muriel, is that a secret, or is that something she decided to keep private? That's the real issue now. What's the secret there?
For me, if you want to tell me, and you know that this thing is affecting you as well currently, if this thing is affecting you, the person currently, and you want to share it with me, let's find solutions. Fine. But if you want to let your past go, and me, I'll come and start digging into it, tell me this. Oh, I want to know about this. No, I won't do that.
Okay. All right.
Let it be according to your own discretion. If you want to tell me, go fine. If you don't want to, you want to forget your past, I will not take you to your past. What if I take you to your past and you become something else? It now triggered something. It now makes you remember something that you don't want to. You now become the monster that you were before. It now automatically comes back.
Come back.
No, that monster that you were before, you have shelved, that shell has gone out. So I will help you. If you want to share it, just like I said, fine. But if you don't want, let it go.
All right, let it go, Mira. Thank you very much. Now, Osita is Natilari. Osita, good morning to you, please. Hello, Osita. Good morning.
Jude.
Yes, good morning. Osita, please. We are going on a break. All right. Can you call us back in 5 minutes, please? Please.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Let's take that commercial. I read your comments coming through on WhatsApp after the break.
For more talk,
expected at some point in the day, usually from about 12 p.m. That's when we have the peak temperatures. Now, what we also expect during the course of the day is for people to have conversations, to have interactions, to have maybe some flashpoints. You not give me my change. You did this, you didn't do that. And ultimately, the day ends with some, reflection. Now, when these days end, do you tell everything to your partner? Are there certain things that is not for general consumption? Now, the biggest problem I think a lot of people are having with this conversation is knowing the difference between keeping something a secret or keeping something private. So let me give these two examples. Now, if I have a boil on my left buttock, if I choose not to tell you, it's my choice. It's private because it's not really going to hurt anybody, but it's just for my own safety. I don't want anybody to make fun of me that Jude has a boil in his buttock. So I wouldn't tell you. But if I have secret dealings with, a criminal organization, right? I'm not telling you because if I tell you, I'm going to harm the people who I do work with, or I'm going to harm my chances of making illegal money. Also, I'm putting into jeopardy the benefits of government, good governance. So, some of you have secrets. Some of you have things that you want to keep private. Do you know which is which? How much information do you really need to know about your partner? Well, Zion is on the line from GRA, and we have Moses standing by. But let's start with Zion. Zion, good morning to you. Welcome, please.
You should know the secret of all.
All
the secrets. The abortions, the double careless collecting, the multiple, the threes, everything. That is why the Bible said, for this cause, a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave, and they shall become husband and wife. They shall become one flesh. One flesh. Your flesh, if your eye get problem, it don't affect your leg.
So you don't believe the scientists who say that there's something called privacy, that you have a right to your own privacy?
That is why the Bible warns you to not pay the bride price of a girl that is not a virgin.
How does that correlate?
I'm coming. The only secret as a man you want to hear about your woman, her past, is sex escapade. Nothing more, nothing less.
What about the women who cheated in examination?
I'm coming. The second one is to know a medical whether she don't get any of this. That says extent to a large extent is your past about your sex escapade. Anything about that your partner does not care. Even a man, most of us that are listening, we are called this on campus, our girlfriend knew us. We were dating our girlfriend as called this. I'm robbers, Yahoo boys, we are dating girlfriend. Two of us, why that girl never leave that man now? Who call police? Police, Simba, boyfriend, they work, good work, now Yahoo. Why they never report them? If your past is anything more than your sex, they don't want to hear. Whether you make money or you bill out, they don't care. How come the secrets were so important? E-money and the rest, how they never come tell me and you how to make money, the money that they make. But if they get any opportunity now, invite one person to gain one coin, then go invite me and you. Now lie. You, they never invite you. Amstar people, they invite people. How come when they make legit money? No, they tell you the secret. See, if you are not ready to accept a girl who don't knock carelessly, don't marry her. As long as she's not a virgin, the Bible stated it so that you don't bother yourself.
Zion, one question before I get to Moses in Sagbama. Zion, are you saying that as a married man, you don't have things that you keep private from your wife?
Private.
What about company secrets? What about trade secrets? Do you tell everything?
We had this discourse before. Company secret is company secret.
Exactly, it's private.
So that it's not has nothing to do with your
Okay.
If you go beyond that, like gossiper, you are doing what the Bible says, gossipers, wrongmongers, mention that they will not make heaven.
Okay. All right, Zion. Thank you very much. Moses. Oh, dear. Moses, thank you very much. Moses tried his best. He was calling us from Sagbama. Now, WhatsApp. Now, this one says the fact is any past event that will affect a couple should be shared. Example, health challenges, past relationships that might come back to affect the home. But if it is something that has nothing to do with the other person, like the body count, it's not necessary. That's from Tony. Tony says, for example, body count is not necessary. You don't need to know all those things. We help, according to him. Not me, by the way. Okonkwo is your room. Okuta Okonkwo, good morning to you.
Good morning, brother Jude. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for joining us this wonderful morning.
Privacy.
Or secrets. Do you know
something that somebody has not told any person? Secret. Something that somebody has not told any person. Is it proper for somebody to disclose his secret or privacy to somebody? No, it is dangerous.
So are you saying there's some things you've not told your wife about your own person, Okonkwo?
See, if you do that, you will be defeated. Because I have two solid examples. One, something I wanted to do in my life, which I had never disclosed to any person until I got married. That's okay, let me tell my wife. Maybe I told her I didn't talk up to 2 months. I had it somewhere. I can ask what. Another one up to 2. Told her I'm doing
Or a friend that you will tell this thing, look at what I have as a secret. Any secret you keep within yourself, if a matter come up on it, you don't have an evidence to defend it. So it's a very dangerous thing for you to keep a secret that you let one person to know in case of necessity. That is my humble contribution. Let your wife to know, or you go to your diary and put up a statement that they will look on it, even if you are not alive. They will know that you have said something of this nature when you are no longer living, or your brothers. It's very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Osita is an artillery. Osita, good morning to you, please.
Okay, before you went on break, Jude.
Yes, please. Welcome.
I called your name 3 times. And I said, why do you like trading where angels find it very difficult to enter?
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
I'll tell you, ideally, you're not supposed to keep anything away from your wife or the other way around. But I tell you something. Things women started looking their husbands in the eye to ask them why, things changed. Since the church started preaching husband and wife are equal, things changed. Since we started dragging the feminine and whatever right, everything spoiled. But then again, the issue is, what do you intend to achieve? What's the end result of that information you're giving out? It's easy to tell you, tell me all the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Are you mature enough to handle the truth?
Okay.
Because, I could tell you, and we just throw fire in the house. So why would I want to do that? In the days of our fathers, my grandfather married 4 wives. And he tells them what he wants to tell each of them for the purpose of witness tomorrow. Not because I'm telling you this. Even at that, there are certain things he never mentioned to any of them. When he passed on, we have to find out from other people. One of his honest friends. So the issue, it is right to do that. But the problem is in case, will you be able to manage? some women have got information. And not to make it look as if it's just women alone. Since the days men started looking for rich women to marry, things also change. Because you see some men now, they go marry a rich girl and the next plan is planning how to defraud the woman. And the day marriage started becoming, my money is my own, your own is your own. Your father is your parents, your family is your family, my family is my family. Things go deteriorated the more. Women buy properties now.
They don't tell.
Even in their husband's house.
Fine. So now, Osita, is that a secret or is that something you decide to keep private? Do you think people know the difference?
That's what I'm saying. It is right to say whatever secret you can give out your secret, but know the kind of secret you want to give. You have to differentiate.
Okay. Walter is in Rukwaku. We have John Bull in Port Harcourt. Walter, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
See, this topic we are talking now is very, very crucial. As a man, you're supposed to have secret within you.
Walter, please step away from the radio or turn off the radio so we can hear you clearly, please.
Oh, it's okay now.
Okay, all right. Go on, please.
Yes, there are some secrets you keep by yourself as a man. It's not everything you disclose to your wife or whoever. Even the worst is your religion. So, you see, if we come on air like me now as I'm talking, if I tell you experiences I have gotten in this issue, you wait for me. But as a man, you have to control yourself.
So you don't share everything. So, but would you want to know everything about your wife?
No, you see, it's not everything we have to say on air. That's what I mean.
I
it's
see.
Not everything we have to say on air. So what am I saying is, you see, secrets. It's not that you not relate some secret to your wife because she's your next brother. But it has to be to an extent. You see, the secret you can keep between yourself, if you have children, we are talking in case of tomorrow, you call one of your, maybe a son or a woman, does not mean, even if she is married, there are things you have to disclose to them in case of tomorrow. But sometimes it's better you document it. Like some of us that have involved myself in a polygamous family. Okay? So there are some things you don't disclose to your wives. You see, let me tell you, do you know that some of these women keep secrets more than their husbands? If you don't know, if you don't tell you will not know.
Okay. All right, Walter, thank you very much. John Bull, I'm sorry, I think you probably lost the connection there. But let us get to WhatsApp and read your comments. I will get back to the phone lines very shortly. Jude, Abraham took their only son Isaac out for sacrifice to God without telling his wife Sarah. Why would there be no secrets when you know if you do it to affect your happiness? Paul says. You don't mean it. So shouldn't tell them everything. Okay? It's a good day to learn something. Now, Hector says, anything that's more than one eye and more than one ear that has seen or heard is no longer a secret. In other words, once another eye or ear has seen it or heard it, apart from it, you can only be the secret to you and the person. Now, you know what? The person can tell someone he or she trusts so much and tell that same person, please, don't let another ear hear it. Some secrets should be kept between yourself, not even to your spouse, except when you know it is your last day on earth. Interesting. Now, Sunday, Emmanuel is asking, Mr. Jude, what's your own take? My brother, my take here is to ask you the question. Bob is on the line from Umbiama. Bob, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Bob.
A real man
is a man that keeps secrets.
Why? Why keep secrets?
Yes. And secrets are in level. There are deep secrets and there are shallow secrets. See, that is what something that made God to be from him. What the secret that, yeah.
I see.
Lila pressed him beyond measure. He let out what God took him to keep secret is that any man, in the name of love, are out of control and to let out what they are not. See, there are some secrets you need to hide it. I'm telling you.
Okay, so Bob, let me ask you: Do you think you, as a man, needs to know all the secrets of your wife?
If you want to know something about a woman, you want to buy. See, somebody only to refuse you. Somebody said shooting. Some callers said, if you test, it's free to like this HIV stuff. Many family will scatter. 90% of family will scatter. It is now said, it's free. And every husband and wife to know whether you have 5 children or 2 or 3, which one is your own. Families will catch fire. So that is why it's expensive. So that is the thing that women know the father of their husband and the father of their children. So there's so many secrets that is left for you and don't detect. Not all secrets should go out from your heart. Okay. Telling you the truth.
Bob from Imbiama, Justice says, if you really want to be somebody in life, you must be secretive because life has taught me a lesson. What lesson? And Justice, that's still your girlfriend. No, okay, all right. Everybody has a secret. If your wife or husband tells you that he or she doesn't have a secret, that's the biggest lie. Did Abraham in the Bible tell his wife about sacrificing their son when God asked him to use Isaac for sacrifice? There are some things to be kept secret to avoid wahala. Victor from Urabi. Once again, we're talking about information. How much should you have? What exactly is the difference between keeping something secret and private? I've given you examples. But it does seem as though Judah has a lot to learn. But let's talk to a married woman here. Denise, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude.
So our brothers and sisters on the radio, there's a bit of a small argument. Some say yes. We have a poll. Let me read that for you very quickly and for everybody who's probably just joined us. Now, the poll asked, how much should you know about your relative or your friend's past? 18.2 say everything. 9.1 say some things. And an overwhelming majority, 45.5, I won't say overwhelming, yes, but more than twice, say you should know most things. That is your father's ex-girlfriend, your mother's ex-boyfriend, how many times you went to a Masoma, you should know. And then 27.3 say you should forget about the past.
At what point do you get to know everything?
Should you?
Because, okay, let's say I've been married only 2 minutes. 3 minutes by next year May. Or no, next year March. They say it's when they pay my bride price that I marry. Okay, next year March, right? And every day that passes, some things unravel, right? Some things I would see for myself and maybe question. I don't have any business knowing all my husband's ex-girlfriends. I don't think I want to know.
What about the billions he's hiding somewhere? Should you know that one?
Well, naked but not ashamed. Some say it's all encompassing. Others say sometimes you just keep some things private, not a secret for the time being.
Right. So people know different between being private and secret.
It's just like some men will say, the moment my wife knows that I have some money somewhere, Obago, it's all over. Church of Basalam.
Oh, it's okay. Okonkwo, good morning to you, my final caller.
Thank you, Brother Jude. Are you aware that God called Moses at the burning bush? And he had, but before that, he had married and gotten one son.
Okay.
He left from that burning bush to go and answer God sent him to Egypt. He directly went to Egypt. Why didn't he go to tell his wife?
So we should
because
not.
We knew that if we had to have done that, we would have been discouraged not to do that work.
So we should not tell our wives everything, Sha. That's what you're saying.
So it was as he was in Egypt that he fell in love. Now, how that he was in Egypt, he now took his wife and his son and sent to him in Egypt.
It's okay.
So not everything, but the major matter concerning your life. Don't do that. If you do that, it will kill you.
All right. I leave the information that you have gleaned from this conversation with you to decipher and hopefully make the best choice for yourself. I wonder how much information you've got today.